Most SEO advice for Shopify e-commerce brands is complete bullshit. Over the past 4 years, I've generated over $40 million in organic search revenue through SEO, helping over 70, 7, 8, and 9-figure brands in the process. And in this video, I'm gonna give you everything I wish I knew earlier, starting with the key things that actually drive revenue, to how you can avoid SEO money traps, and all the exact shortcuts that will save you years of trial and error that I was not smart enough to find till later on. Each piece of advice will get more and more important as we go on, so make sure to stick around through the full video. You've probably even heard that it takes 6 to 12 months to see results with SEO, but that is so far from the truth. And if you can't stay on this video for just a few minutes, you'll stay stuck burning money on bad SEO tactics while your competitors dominate Google's top 3 rankings. So let's dive into it. Before I get into how to scale your revenue, I want to first address all the myths and what actually matters in SEO. And yes, if you don't believe me, these are all the exact same things I'm doing with my clients right now, like how we took this brand's organic search revenue from $12K a month to $92K a month in just 11 months, or this one from $3K a month all the way up to $216K a month under 100 days, which was insane. That being said, agencies and freelancers will try to overcomplicate SEO with audits and a bunch of errors and warnings that make it seem like your site is quote unquote broken. But that is a lie. Here are the only technical SEO things you should actually care about. I'll show you what actually moves the needle. First, your site must be crawlable and indexed properly. If Google cannot find key pages on your site, seriously, nothing else matters. Nothing in the rest of this video matters. Next up, no broken links. Broken links create a terrible user experience and will actively hurt your rankings. Next up, great mobile and desktop UX. If your site is slow, difficult to navigate, whatever, Google will simply just not rank you anywhere near page 1. And last up, hierarchy. Google and users should easily understand which pages are the most important, and we'll talk about how this works later on. That is it. That is all you need. Everything else is noise. If an SEO agency or freelancer is pitching you endless technical fixes, run the other way. Your site does not need to be light and fast. Don't get me wrong, it can help, but it is absolutely not necessary. You do not need to spend weeks optimizing meta descriptions or rewriting meta descriptions that haven't even been a ranking factor since 2014, literally over a decade ago, or fixing any one of the other dozens of technical SEO terms that they may throw at you to scare you. But if technical SEO is not the game changer, what actually moves the needle? Too many e-commerce brands are actively chasing blog traffic, thinking it will lead to sales, okay? But imagine you run a store selling, let's say, organic skincare. Ranking number 1 for why should I use natural face wash might bring traffic, but it's going to convert near 0%, if not at 0%. Do you know why blogs are so much easier to rank than product and category pages? Because the brands that are actually printing cash through SEO are not writing endless amounts of blogs. They are ranking money pages and driving revenue through them. The problem with blog content is you are simply paying for traffic, not conversions. Traffic does not equal revenue, okay? Ranking for random blog keywords is very likely not going to grow your business in any significant manner. Your traffic graph will continue to grow, but revenue will not. And you will think that things are going well, and your agency will tell you that too. But in reality, you are just spinning your wheels in place. Next up, your money pages matter the most. You need to rank in the top 3 for transactional keywords. Otherwise, your brand will be completely invisible. And third, above all of them, organic search revenue is your number 1 KPI. If it's not increasing, your SEO is simply not working. I worked with a brand that paid an SEO agency, actually 2 different SEO agencies. They paid them each about $5,000 a month over the course of 2 years. So that is $60K a year, $120K between the 2 of them. Beyond a few months, they never cleared more than $2,000 a month in organic search revenue. So it was a net negative spend for them. All the agencies were doing were writing blog content, right? Writing blog content about puzzles. Who on earth is going to read blog content about puzzles, right? However, when we brought them on board in the very first 3 or 4 months, we created like 40 new collection pages, and all of a sudden we were able to take their revenue from barely breaking 2K a month to quickly breaking 10K a month, okay? Happened lightning fast, all because we were able to just build collection pages and then just ignore all the other blog content. Earlier today, even another example, I spoke to a brand that's paying an agency $400 a month. I don't personally believe you should pay any agency $400 a month because that's just not a good investment. You are not going to be happy with any quality of work you receive for $400. All the agency was doing was writing blog content. 3 blogs a month, and they're like, yeah, in about a year this will work. If you are giving someone $400 a month for a year straight and expecting them to all of a sudden fix your business or all of a sudden like turn your SEO on, let's say, I simply cannot help you, okay? That is just a bad investment on your part. And it's not even an investment, it's more like a straight up sunk cost. So how do you actually rank for the right pages and maximize your ROI with SEO? A lot of SEO gurus will tell you that you need thousands of backlinks to rank, but in fact, there are tons of sites with thousands of backlinks that still cannot rank number 1. The truth is, for a lot of keywords, you probably need like 10 to 20 of the right backlinks. You do not need one like 1,000 plus low quality ones. Cheap SEOs, cheap agencies, cheap freelancers, whatever, will flood your site with garbage links that will actually hurt your rankings rather than help them. So you need to be extremely smart with your link building spend. That being said, I want to show you and tell you exactly how I'm doing link building for my clients and what is working right now. First off, and my favorite, link insertions. We also do a little bit of guest posting, but link insertions are the best right now. They are super easy to get and they cost between like $100 and $400 on average. average. Of course, they can be more. That's just what I'm currently spending. Very easy to go get. Compile a list of sites in your niche, find their contact information with a tool like hunter.io or any of one of the other web scraping tools. Reach out to them, ask if they accept guest posts or link insertions. They will say yes, or they will say no. If they say yes, obviously just pay them the fee and move on, right? Of course, there are going to be metrics you want to consider, right? Domain rating, domain traffic, page traffic, relevance, all that good stuff. But it is very easy to do this. You can also go on marketplaces. There are tons of marketplaces that have already kind of done the outreach for you, and you can just go shop for these links a la carte. Now, keep in mind, these links on a marketplace will be upwards of 20 to 60%, depending on the marketplace, more expensive than if you were to just reach out to the website directly on your own. The reason being is the marketplaces obviously have to make money too. So you are essentially trading a higher spend for not having to do the outreach, right? So if you're low on cash, just do the outreach yourself. Personally, I like link insertions a lot more than guest posts. Reason being is link insertions for some reason are like 20 to 30% cheaper than a guest post on average on the average website. I have to imagine it's because a website owner would rather just tweak a few words of content and add a link rather than publishing an entire piece, which is probably why it's cheaper. It's just less time on their end. The beauty of it, however, being on a link insertion is that you can find a page to build a link on that already has traffic. If you write a guest post, there is no guarantee that will get traffic. The link insertion is already more effective because the page has traffic. Guest posts that don't get traffic are not valuable. To wrap it up on like link insertions and guest posts, a link insertion is cheaper and it's more effective. So it's kind of a no-brainer. Next up, building relationships with industry bloggers and journalists. Definitely a bit harder to do, but can be more cost effective over a longer timeline. We are constantly expanding our Rolodex of journalists to earn high authority links for our brands. And last up, creating standout content that naturally earns links. This is easily the most difficult one to do and probably the least scalable in my opinion. You are going to burn through hundreds of pieces of content before you earn your first link organically. A lot of SEOs, mostly enterprise SEOs, will tell you to just write content that earns links naturally. This is simply not realistic for most brands. Earning links typically is costing about $5,000 a month right now with digital PR. And if you're not paying for digital PR and you're earning links organically, it's because you are a DR 70 or 80 brand. Talking about what we're doing with our clients. If you're a 7, 8, or 9-figure Shopify brand owner that wants to work with a small SEO team that actually cares about growing your organic search revenue, we've done it time and time again. Here is another brand we've helped increase their organic search revenue from $43K a month to $72K a month, just about 10 months, so a little bit under a year. And if you're interested and want to be our next case study, click the first link below to book a discovery call with me. Now, let's talk about the actual SEO tools that you need. So is it true that you really need tools like Ahrefs and SEMrush, or can you just use one, or do you really need any at all? Coming from someone who built a $40 million e-commerce SEO playbook using just a few tools, think of it this way. Knowing how to use a tool like Robinhood does not make you a great stock trader or day trader. Similarly, knowing how to use SEO tools does not make you an expert at ranking pages, not even close. Do tools like Ahrefs, SEMrush, Moz help? Yeah, but they do not make you an expert. My go-to tools that have generated over $40 million are SEMrush, which is in my opinion the best all-in-one SEO tool that I use in my agency. Let me just walk through really quickly with you. SEMrush is great. I used to use Ahrefs, but unfortunately when they switched their credit pricing, they kind of lost customer for life, truthfully. So I'm on SEMrush. Domain overview, you can do competitor analysis, you can do keyword research, you can look at backlinks. They have tons of new AI tools to help you do keyword research on your own. You can, discover what your brand, like your competitors' links are doing, which ones they're building. You can do copycat strategies, all this good stuff. You can even put together keyword strategies. It's great. Next up, Google Ads Keyword Planner. I learned how to do keyword research with Google Ads. It is a completely free tool, and if you're an e-commerce brand, odds are you already have a Google Ads account. I'm just gonna type in a few keywords and we'll see what we get on. All right, so just gonna throw in a few random keywords here for like the hair care brand, staying on that example. This is great. Now, what SEMrush and Ahrefs have for keyword research that a lot of people tend to like is that they give an exact number for like monthly search volume. Google Ads does not do that. They just give you a range. Now, on the smaller end, like a smaller scale keyword, that's not such a big deal, right? However, when you start getting in the range of like 10K to 100K, the difference between 10K and 100K in terms of searches per month is quite substantial. 1K to 10K is not so bad. But the point is, like, I did SEO for the first year of my career. I was freelancing, I was working in an agency, and I used this as my whole tool. It works enough, and if you're willing to be creative and you don't want to spend the cash, like $200 on a tool, it's a good fit. You can get tons of keyword data from all over the world. You can go narrow down as like counties or cities, whatever you want if you have like a local business. The other thing too, while tools like Ahrefs and SEMrush have keyword difficulty, obviously that doesn't exist here. However, you can still kind of use the average cost per click for like the bottom of bid pages as a nice like sliding scale on how this works, okay? So for example, like natural skincare, 190 to 692 is either the most competitive or second most competitive keyword on this list. Natural hair care is also quite expensive. However, natural shampoo, seeming from a Google Ads thing, Google Ads side, which means fewer people are probably also working to rank for it on an organic side of things. Next up is Screaming Frog. Okay, this is the all-in-one technical SEO tool. It will handle 99% of what you need to do when it comes to technical SEO. You can run a crawl for free up to 500 URLs. So if you have a brand new site, this is great. You can look at response codes, see like any of your pages are 404ing, like this one, for example, on this site. You can look at all the H1s, all the H2s. You can look at meta descriptions, page titles, URLs, canonicals, all kinds of stuff, all available in one tool, and it's free for 500 URLs. And if you're a brand new site, you don't even have 500 URLs probably. If you want to pay for it, I think it's like $500 for a 1-year license or something like that last time I checked. Okay, so honestly, if you're going to be doing a lot of SEO, it's a worthwhile tool to have. It is the #1 technical SEO tool in our stack, and we probably could not live without it. If you want to move the needle without overcomplicating things, you must understand what I'm about to break down. And it's something that nobody tells you about SEO, and it's definitely something that no one told me. 80% of your results will come from just 20% of your efforts. Most e-commerce brands are wasting thousands of dollars on bad SEO advice or bad SEO tactics. But if you simply focus on ranking money pages, getting quality backlinks, and ignoring everything else, I guarantee that you will start to see real revenue grow. Instead of trying to do everything, just focus on these two things, and I promise you that you will see similar results to my clients. Building and optimizing pages for more transactional keywords and fewer informational keywords. Pages that actually drive revenue, not just traffic. So more category pages, fewer blog content, link insertions, and digital PR. Building high quality backlinks from relevant, authoritative sites, as well as a nice blend of those link insertions, which are more niche. Seriously, everything else we do for our clients, like reporting, technical SEO, blog content, internal linking, takes up probably 80+% of our time, but building and optimizing more money pages and actually building better backlinks take up probably 20% of the time, and they drive the lion's share of the revenue, and it's not even close. If you can master these two things, you can scale your e-commerce brand's SEO revenue to millions each month and consistently acquire new customers for nearly $0. Now, this is a ton of information, but in the grand scheme of things, it's only one piece of the pie compared to this extremely long and in-depth free course I just posted. So go watch this video next if you're ready to take your SEO game even further.